All right, LDBC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks, I want to talk to y'all tonight about something very, very serious. Okay, I want to talk to y'all about this. And this is going to be to the percentage of my fan base that we're Christian, and we a segment of us we read the Bible. We definitely see some of the things that's beginning to happen in this world. How many of y'all, you've noticed that now the banks, they're giving you debit cards, right? They give you these debit cards with these chips in it. And when you go to the store, you can't swipe the card anymore. You have to actually stick the chip in. And for some of y'all, the chip don't work. And it's kind of crazy because sometimes you can just get these cards, and after about a week or so, the chip don't work. And you kind of think to yourself, okay, well, what's up? Why are they doing this chip anyway? Let me explain to you guys what's really on that chip, so you'll get a better idea. On that chip, okay, your whole life, everything they need to know about you is on that chip. And if somebody actually were to get a hold of your card, and if they were to take that chip off, and if they were to access the data that's on that chip, people can find out a whole hell of a lot about you. Okay? A lot. Things such as your social security number, which, those things should always be kept personal. But if some hacker or if anything could actually get a hold of this chip has your address, it's got your date of birth, social security number, it's got, your driver's license record on it, how many times you've been arrested. I mean, just everything about you is contained on this data chip that people don't even know. See, people, they think this chip is just an access to their accounts, their bank accounts. People, we cannot be so wrong, okay, in this situation. We can't be wrong. More wrong than we already are. You see, what this is, guys, this is a setup. And I know some of you, this is conspiracy theory. No, it's not conspiracy. These are things that's actually happening. That's happening right up under your nose. And you don't even know it. And I'm going to prove it. Okay, what they're working on now, they're working on these little, RFID chips. And these chips are going to act like the chip that's in your card. Now, you've heard the story, at first the mark of the beast, they talk about it in the Bible. They're going to say it's optional, right? Just like, when you go and take your card to the store. On the little dial thing, it actually tells you can either swipe it, okay, or use the chip. But we know that's not true because when you try to swipe it, it's going to tell you to use the chip. Guys, there's a reason for that. You see, the option and the choice is going to be gone before long. That choice to actually use that chip is going to be gone, and you're going to have to use a chip. You're going to have to. Because if you don't, you won't be able to buy or sell anything. Now, if the chip fails 3 times in these little, devices that you purchase things, then they'll tell you to swipe. But this is an example of what's going to happen. See, you're not going to have a choice to swipe or not use a chip. You're going to have to use a chip. But that chip, they're going to try, for those of y'all that accept this, they're going to take this chip and they're going to embed that chip into your finger. Why is this a bad thing? This chip is going to become a parasite. It's going to become like a parasite to you and I. And they're going to be able to do things inside of your body with that chip because they're going to plant it inside of your finger. These people, look, I'm going to tell you, man, the amount of evil that's going on. With that chip, they'll be able to control certain thoughts that you have. They'll be able to give you certain behaviors. I mean, folks, it's a whole plan with this little RFID chip that they can program. And they're going to use this chip to further try to control people, to try to control what we think, our thoughts. Right under our noses, they're trying to actually control how we think, how we live, what we do. See, everybody getting all up in arms about, this net neutrality. Look, this is just the tip. Net neutrality, when they're trying to dissolve that, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because when they finally, if they can finally get rid of net neutrality, this little chip, this RFID chip, that's coming. They've already got the prototypes already ready. The prototypes, they've already using it. And some people right now, they're walking around with these chips inside of them. Yeah, some people are already walking around with these chips inside of them. And the ironic thing is people don't know, because people going to think this is a good idea. Because I'm going to tell you how they're going to spin it to you. They're going to say, hey, you know what, get this chip inside and you don't have to worry about your bank card, being lost or stolen. See, that's how they're going to spin it to you. And then, people, they're going to blindly go get this chip and put it inside their body. And they ain't going to even know, because you know what's going to happen? This chip is going to have like a GPS in it. So, the government, police, they're always going to know where you at. They are, everywhere you go, they going to know when you put that chip inside your body. Everywhere. They going to know what you had to eat. They going to know who you talk to. They pretty much going to know who you screwing. They going to know everything. Your whole life is going to be an open book to the federal government when you put this chip inside of your body. And some of y'all going to do it because, they're going to say you're not going to be able to buy or sell or do any kind of business without this chip. I'll tell you what, guys. I defer and I won't get this chip. I'll just starve and go home. I'll do whatever, I don't eat much anyway. But I'm just saying, this is something that's coming through the pipe. Because everybody getting up in arms. And I know it's going to take a lot for people to actually believe this. But this is coming. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is coming. It's going to be a choice at first, And see, the chip in the car, it's almost like a test. The chip within the card is like a test. And it's like the first initial dry run of this whole, project. I'm telling you, if you get somebody who's skilled, get somebody to examine that chip, to read the contents of what's on that chip, and I guarantee you, they're going to find your whole life story on that chip. That's what's on it. I promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, everything on that chip is there. No, it's just your bank information, coach. No. It's a tracking device, people. It's a tracking device. And that little RFID chip, that chip is probably going to be about the size of a pen, not a pin drop, but the size of the end of a pen, the point of a pen. That's how big it's going to be. But they're going to be able to track your every movement. They're going to be able to start controlling some of your thoughts. People, you better start waking up. You better start waking up, because this stuff is coming. Okay, it's coming through the pipe. And what are you going to be able to do about it? I mean, because some people, they're going to take the bait. They're going to be like, well, forget it. I'm going to get this chip and I'm going to do what I got to do. Yeah. And then you're going to wonder, why am I thinking this? Why am I doing this? Why am I having these emotional outbreaks? Because these people are going to try to control your damn thoughts. All of them. Everything that that's good and pure, these people want to have a say-so. They want to control. They want to control you. This is coming. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how much, this is where our government, this is where they're going to go. Now, this video not going to be popular, and I'm pretty sure that, maybe YouTube would take it down. I don't know, because whenever you tell some really deep truth, whenever you tell a lot of truth, those are the videos that tend to, they seem to pull offline. That's just how it is. But I promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, all of this is coming. And it's coming very, very soon. It's already here. See, they're going to try to, unveil it and try to, doctor it up real good. And then another thing that I want to tell y'all, okay? See, people, you have to be aware of your surroundings, okay? There's another thing that I want to show y'all. Okay, here you have the back of a traffic sign, and this is a stop sign, okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. One day, and I do stupid stuff such as, my car ran out of gas, And so I took my gas can and I started walking back to a store. And, I was walking on the wrong side of the road, but, you can see these signs that look just like this. And, I was looking at the back of the sign and I'm like, well, what the hell is this on the back of the sign? And it was almost like some kind of like paper that glows, like a little, I don't know, look like a metallic piece of paper. And I looked at it, it was some strange numbers on the back, and I'm like, well, why do these signs, why do these like road signs, these little signs that tell you to get over into the median, or merge. And I started looking at all these signs, and all these signs got these damn numbers on the back of them. This little, and I'm gonna circle it for you right here. This little white thing right here, man. And I kind of picked up on. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is that? And then I started really doing a lot of like research, and I started Googling this. And then I'm like, are these some type of like code word? Is it like a damn code word for something else that's going down? Like literally, I started thinking, why is that there? Because and the numbers, the numbers don't make any kind of logical sense, and they all have it. The green signs, the stop signs, the merge signs. I mean, y'all go walk down your street, go look at a sign. You'll see some some numbers on the back of the sign. I'm like, what is this? And so, what I did was I actually called the people here in my town that make these signs, and I asked them what those numbers were for. And the guy that told me, he said, I'm not really sure, but I think it's a set of instructions. And I'm like, instructions for what? He was like, well, I don't know. So, it kind of had me thinking, like, are you serious? What's going on? What the hell? But guys, this is something that I've noticed. I've noticed this, and I'm like, wait a minute. Because back when I was a kid, we used to, knock signs. I was a badass little boy. We used to take these signs and pull them up out the ground, and I never noticed these little numbers on the back of the sign. Never noticed it. But now, in every city I go to, I look, and there are those numbers on the back of the sign. But I'm going to figure it out. But I think it's a code word. I'm really starting to believe that it's a code word versus, like a product number or something like that. No. It don't make sense because these signs are made by your local state, which the state is the government. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this, guys. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe.